on this fiscal cliff. But you guys are pointing out that Democrats are facing some challenges, not just from Republicans, but from within their own party if we're going to reach a deal on this thing. What do you mean?
Yeah, I think a lot of the focus has been on how Democrats have leverage and how they just want to raise taxes on the rich. The truth is there's a lot of divisions inside the Democratic Party over what to do on entitlement reform. You're not going to get any Republican votes for an increase in taxes unless you have some changes to Medicare and to Social Security. And inside the Democratic Party, there's a big divide. Third Way, which is a group that represents centrist Democrats, they're out with a poll of Obama supporters this morning that show the vast majority of Obama supporters actually support changes to Medicare and Social Security, which puts them at odds with the liberal base of the party in the House and in the Senate. And so the president's going to have to navigate that. He knows it. It was a big part of the grand bargain talks last time around. So I think it's clear there'll be something on Medicare and Social Security, but there might have to be more than a lot of liberal Democrats want.
And Harry Reid's got to get 60 votes in the Senate. And you point out there are a lot of moderate Democrats who are actually up for election in 2014 and may not be willing to take that vote.
Right. When you're in a place like Arkansas and you're running for re-election, it's hard to do it as a liberal Democrat or even as a moderate Democrat. So you're going to see a lot of Democrats aligning with Republicans, particularly on the tax question. The tax question is difficult because even if you want to define wealthy as above $250,000, we'll tell that to a Democrat who's representing Northern Virginia, Connecticut, or New York, where you have a cost of living that's a heck of a lot higher than it might be in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, or rural North Dakota. So these aren't easy questions to answer, and I don't think Democrats are unified.
I've got a quick question for you, because you're talking about the Democrats are up in 2014, and a lot of Democrats in the Senate are up in 2014, and they're not going to go out there charging, going, yes, let's raise taxes. I'm curious, does anybody here know, how did Claire McCaskill handle the tax-raising question over the past year while she was fighting for her political life in Missouri? Did she promise, like the president, to raise taxes? Anybody know?
She was skeptical. Just all the red state Democrats, so if you're running in North Dakota, Nebraska, Missouri, they all handled it similarly. They did not side definitively with the president on these questions. They all said, yes, we're open to tax increases, particularly for the wealthy, but they were much more cautious about how broad-based those tax cuts would be. And I think that same dynamic
does Claire McCaskill now